Um, in other news, we are starting our garden. That
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I've got 30. I got plants sitting right over there by our window. Some seeds that I'm starting 20. Or I've got 30 San Marzano tomato plants,
Ooh, okay.
which are really really good for making sauces and um, canning, which is what I'm gonna do to them.
Hmm.
And then I've got jalapenos and bell peppers going too. My friend that I work with is making he's growing some okra, and that okra is it's like a little like pod kind of. It's about usually about that long, and then like kind of skinny. Green usually. There's purple variety, but the one that he's growing I believe is green. It's usually grown in the south, and I don't know. I've had it fried, and it's good. It just tastes like a kind of tastes like a fried green bean a little bit when I the ones that I had, but it was a
Fried
little
green
bit
beans are
different, but similar to that kind of flavor.
okay.
Because it's just a green crunchy pod. You know,
Hmm.
that's basically what a green bean is. You know,
Yeah.
uh, so it tastes kind of similar to that. I haven't had it for a long time, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, so he's growing that, and then he's got some Anaheim peppers and habanero peppers.
Ooh,
So
okay.
yeah, and the lady that we're growing with, she's like, okay, you can grow all these hot peppers that you want, but do not put them near the sweet peppers, or else
Oh yeah.
you'll bite into a bell pepper thinking that it's gonna be sweet, and it'll freaking burn your face off.
Well, I mean that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, yep, I guess so. And then we're gonna start some beets because those are cold hardy. Like it's still getting below freezing a lot of nights here.
Oh really?
Yeah, like 33, 34, 32, right around there. Um, so yeah, we just gonna, and then I really want to grow corn. I think it would be awesome to grow our own sweet corn.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna do that. We've got dude, we got like a huge area that we gotta
Yeah,
fill with
how big
plants.
was it again? I know that you said that it
Dude,
was like big.
their plot is like 200 by 100 feet or something like that. It's just crazy. And the plot that we have that they gave us is like 20 feet by 100 feet deep. So
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
big area. Yeah.
That's huge.
I know.
Are you
I'm
gonna like how much room do you think is like the plants you currently have? Like how much room do you think that
oh
that's gonna take?
god, just the ones that I have.
Hmm.
Um, so maybe two, three, 3% of the area total area mine will
Yeah,
take up
I was just
probably.
thinking because like that's a huge amount of space.
Because what's 20 times 100? 2,000? No,
1,000.
yeah, 2,000 square feet. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fucking huge.
yeah. So, oh boy, yeah, we're go. So, but I have a lot of plants that are gonna spread out far. So
Okay.
like we got butternut squash, we got some pumpkins, we got cucumbers, we've got uh, watermelon. So yeah, we've got all sorts of good stuff. Those ones will spread out pretty far, so that'll take up a good amount of area. Um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And that so like what we were talking about before with the coronavirus, the your necessities. You know, what do you need? So you need food and water. One of the reasons why I want to grow and can all this stuff is so that we don't have to rely on a grocery store having stuff. So we could have food, you know, because I'm reading this book called "Folks, This Ain't Normal,"
Hmm.
and it's talks. One of the chapters that really resonated with me was that, like 50 years ago, and there was like, or 60 years ago now, there was like no grocery stores. Like the first grocery
Yeah.
store was like in 1946 or something like that. And before that, where was all the food? Well, it was in people's houses. They kept it in their what was called a larder, which is basically like a giant pantry. So they had a larder and then oftentimes a root cellar too. So that's where all their food was. It was canned, it was smoked, it was dried, and they didn't have to rely on a grocery store. They were totally independent. And that's what I want to do because I think it'd be awesome. One, for the quality, we
Oh
we
yeah.
can grow way better produce than we could buy in a store, and two, for the self sufficiency.
I like that. I think that's really cool, and I'm glad I commend you for doing that. But like, I know my ass going to Walmart. But I think that it definitely you can definitely taste like a difference. Like I really like making guacamole, and I think that that's like the one thing that I am more willing to put a lot of like different vegetables in.
Yeah.
So like I really like all different types of peppers in it. I think that's good, and like cilantro, and like when that shit, like when mom would make or grow peppers and cilantro like out in the backyard, and even like garlic and stuff like that. I thought it's like it just tastes so much better when it's just like fresh like that as compared to going to like a store. But I think that would be interesting to like live and experience something like that. Like actually having to like grow your own food.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, man.
Yeah, I know. Hey man, I'm down for the farm life.
Yeah, and
Man.
so you mentioned you can taste the difference. It's not only the taste, but the nutrient quality, the nutrient density is just astronomically different in stuff like that you grow yourself.
Yeah. I believe it, man. That's why I need to start eating fresh shit like that again.
Yeah, you. That's what I'm telling you. Go get those eggs because it's gonna be. Um, that I think that'll make a big difference. There's in pastured eggs. There's a lot of riboflavin, which
Hmm.
is one of the like a deficiency. Most people have a deficiency, but I believe it's riboflavin that is linked to like a deficiency in riboflavin is linked to depression.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
I had no idea that was even a thing.
Yep. And then like pastured eggs are just crazy high in riboflavin, so you eat a couple of those and you're good.
I'll I'll definitely be interested in that. I want to get some like meat too
Ooh,
to put in my freezer.
yes. We my friend and I just got a eighth of a cow because our freezer's so super small. So
Yeah, yeah.
we just got an eighth of a cow and then we split it. We split it up, and it's
So you got a 16th of a
yes.
cow?
So it's a grass fed, pasture raised beef, and you can.
What so like what all well, so like what comes in an eighth of a cow?
Okay.
Like what so do you get like to pick like different kinds of the meat you want, or like I have no idea what it's like.
Here, hold on. I have it exactly, but it was like 11 pounds of ground beef.
Mhm.
There was I don't know if I no, never mind. I don't have it. But so, anyways, it was 11 pounds of ground beef. There was a bunch of steaks, probably 8, 9, 10, 12 different steaks, a bunch of different roasts, probably 6 different roasts. So like big cuts of meat that you put in a slow cooker.
Yeah.
Some like short ribs, and I think that was it. But yeah, it was like 50 pounds of meat. Now,
How much do you have to spend on something like that?
that cost us 150 each, so 300 total. But like the more volume that you buy, the cheaper
The
it is.
yeah,
Right. So if
yeah.
you get a quarter of a cow, um, it would be like $600, but you could probably get it for like 500 or 550. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, so and that fills up maybe that 16th that we have is maybe fills up half of our freezer. So in the future, I want to get one of those big old chest
Oh
chest
yeah.
freezers, and
Oh
I want
yeah.
to have like a half a cow in there, like 10 chickens, a quarter of a pig, or probably a quarter beef, quarter pig, and then like some wild game that I get, like either go try to catch some salmon or like some big like walleye or something like that, or a deer, or some
Try some venison.
yeah, hell yeah. So that way, that you're eating really high quality meat, because I think that's really important and very very good for your health, because the way that conventionally raised chicken and beef and pork is raised is just, it's awful for them, it's awful for the environment, and then you eat that and it's not good for you either.
Yeah. I look at the cows and shit that are just standing in their own shit,
Yeah,
just looking at each other. Just it's depressing.
right. They're
Depressed cow makes bad meat.
right, and they're being force fed grain because it makes them get fat quicker. But
Hmm.
literally, cows are not supposed to eat grain at all, ever. They're herbivores. They
Just
eat
grass.
plants. They eat grass. Yeah, they don't eat grain. It's fucked up.